Vancouver Public Schools warns parents of potential closure on Friday due to strike. Friday was supposed to be a day off for Vancouver Public Schools students. That is, until teacher strikes in August took them out of school for 4 days, and the district decided to cancel a previously planned day off to make up for it. Now, it's looking like kids may not be in school after all. The reason? More strikes. The Vancouver Association of Educational Support Professionals and Vancouver Public Schools were locked in bargaining Thursday and plan to continue until midnight, working to avoid a potential strike that would, yet again, cancel classes for Clark County's second-largest school district. VESP members voted overwhelmingly Tuesday that, if a deal was not reached by midnight Thursday, they would go on strike. By the time this newspaper hit stands and doorsteps Friday, it could all be over. The district told parents it would alert them by no later than 5 a.m. Friday. But for the most part, it was a throwback Thursday for Vancouver Public Schools. The board of directors held a special school board meeting, just as it did last year. Its members approved a slate of resolutions that would allow the district to take action in the event of a strike, including legal action against the union. Superintendent Steve Webb called the resolutions a contingency should the strike go for an extended period of time. "We have confidence that the bargaining process will lead to an agreement, and I am optimistic and hopeful that will be achieved Thursday," he said. All of the resolutions passed with Director Wendy Smith, an Evergreen Public Schools teacher and active union member, casting the sole dissenting vote. It was another throwback to last year, when union members chanted her name and cheered her on for her repeated dissent. This time, the audience was far smaller and quietly nodded along as Smith repeatedly asked that language stating a strike would cause irreparable harm to students be removed. "I have no evidence that demonstrates a work stoppage of the members of the Vancouver Association of Educational Support Professionals would result in irreparable injury," Smith said. "I do know, however, that our educators would never knowingly cause any harm, irreparable or otherwise, to the students in their charge." VESP President Andrea Adams called the district's actions posturing. "We are still hopeful and still going to bargain in goodwill," she said. "This is not purposeful goodwill bargaining." And then there was a rally at Vancouver Public Schools district offices to cap off the day as a crowd of para-educators, secretaries, clerks and other staff members waved signs and chanted. For all but the weather, it could have been one of those August afternoons when teacher strikes gripped the region. "What do we want?" yelled Dama Silva, a para-educator at Gazer Middle School. "A fair contract," red-clad members responded. "When do we want it?" Silva said. "Now." Silva estimates she makes about $18,000 a year working 5 hours a day, about 180 days a year. She breaks up fights, oversees lunches and manages detentions. She said she relies on public assistance to make ends meet and struggles to pay her health care premiums. "I don't think taxpayers should be paying for my food stamps," she said. But she said she loves her job, that's why she does it. "I don't feel the district respects us."
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.